Hey, Talofa Lava. Leotawa Dr. John Peterson here, TE2 Sports Cards. Hey, hope everybody's doing good out there. It's Saturday afternoon. I'm going to head to 3 Stars and do a little digging and hunting for some 70s baseball. Thinking I'm going to look at their 74 tops and their 72 tops. Kind of keep it in the even numbered years, and then when I get down to 1970, I'll bounce back up to 71, 73, 75, 77, and 79. And then I'll have covered down on most of their cards in the 1970s for baseball, for tops. I did look at some of their 59s last week, and they were pretty beat up. So I figured I'd go to the 1970s cards and see what I found. And I think, as I showed you in a couple videos back, this is just a small sample of some of the things I found. These are the 78s, or some of the 78s. And then let's see here, what else did I get? So, I mean, there's good cards out there, folks. I mean, you just have to dig. And there's a Ryan. I won't go through all these. So the 76s. Raleigh Fingers, gotta love the mustache man, right? Joe Morgan. Yeah, so I went through these cards earlier in a video about a week ago, so I'm not gonna go through too many of those. So yeah, I've been watching a little more YouTube content. Got some cleaning done, cleaned up the bathroom, and got the floor mopped and swept up, and wiped the counters off, and did all that sort of stuff just to kind of keep the house up and keep the family happy, keep the wife happy. Also was able to get my three, I think it's 3 of them, 3 display cases for the show next weekend, unboxed. So looking forward to putting some cards into those and just kind of getting a feel for how I'm going to set that up. A little bit nervous. First card show in 35 years. Haven't done one since I was like 13. But definitely looking forward to doing that, and hopefully I can capture some B-roll film that I can share on the YouTube channel. So other than that, not a ton. I thought I'd, if you're interested, show you the next batch of cards that I was able to upload into my Slabs, and got them priced so you can get a sense of some of the other stuff. These are mostly 7s from the 1960 top set, but there are a few cards of various grades in this stack. So this is the first one, 1956 tops Jackie Robinson. Oh, man, this card is pretty well centered. The one issue with it is that it's got a crease down here, the crease, and then the bottom right hand corner a little bit. But overall, this is a top 10 card for me all time. There's something about this card that just draws me in. I don't know what it is, man. I just love these 56 tops cards, and this Robinson is right up there with Clemente, Mays, Aaron, Mantle, Ted Williams, Sandy Koufax. I mean, I don't know. This might actually even be my favorite 56 tops card. I'm not sure, but definitely love that. And this is a nice copy, you know, in a 3. So, and it's a white back. Here's a fun one. It's a little George Girvin rookie card action. The Iceman. He's a scoring machine. He had the finger roll too. He was a great player. Top 75 player all time, and played for a good chunk of his career, if not his whole career, with the San Antonio Spurs. I've got another one of these, I think 1 or 2 that are currently in a PSA submission that's been in assembly. Oh man, I want to say since mid-May. Hopefully those cards are getting close to being finished. I talked to my group submitter, 3 Stars, and they said they'd reached out and the labels were getting put on and they were just putting them together. So I don't know what the delay has been with that, but definitely looking forward to getting some of those back, because some of the 74, 75 tops basketball cards that I have with PSA are in actually a little better condition than this one here. So there's a Malone, Malone's not 74, 75, but there's a Girvin, a Malone rookie, some nice 70s vintage basketball. So it'll be fun to get these out for the start of the basketball season. Here's the Bo Jackson card. Bo. I was kind of bummed that this came back as a 7, but I don't know. I've had no idea what was wrong with this card. Probably a surface issue, but when I looked at it, I didn't see anything wrong with it surface-wise, so this is a mystery to me. I don't know why this came back as a 7 and not like a 9, 9.5, but still, fantastic card. Greatest two-sport athlete, professionally speaking, from the last, 50, 75 years. I mean, there's Jim Thorpe. Of course, Jim Thorpe played Major League Baseball and played professional football and was an Olympian too. Bo Jackson was not an Olympian, so I don't know. I'd say Jim Thorpe, Bo Jackson, two of the greatest athletes that played professional sports. Of course, there are Olympians who are not professional athletes who you could say are in that same category. Folks like Edwin Moses and I mean, the names, there's so many, I won't even go into them all. But for baseball and football, I think Bo Jackson set the mold, and then Dion followed up, and there were some other guys that played both football and baseball. So that's a cool card. And at a decent price point. Here's a 54 Johnny Antonelli. Not a cool card. Pitched for the New York Giants, lefty. I put 50 on this. I'm not in any sort of big hurry to sell it. You have to be careful with the vintage. If you're not careful, you'll end up selling all your vintage and you won't have any left. So you got to make sure you price point it in a safe way and make sure that whatever you put on it for a price, you're okay with letting it go. I'd let this go for $50. If somebody offered me 45, I'd probably take it. 40, probably not. Probably wouldn't, because it's a 7 and 54s are really hard to find in 7s and higher. Oh my goodness, this is like the, I don't know, second or third, maybe fourth of this card that I've had in the last year. I had a copy of it that I picked up maybe 7-8 years ago at a show. This one is probably the nicest one that I've had. The centering on this is just, I mean, it looks pretty close to dead center to me. Classic look on Spawn's face. He's like, oh man, I got to pitch another game tomorrow. 363 career wins and lost 3 years to service. So I mean, the what if on him is, probably would have been a 420 plus game winner, which would have put him up in the top echelon for all-time wins, had it not been for service in World War II. I put 300 on this. Some of you might think, wow, that's really high, but I don't know. Something about this card, it's very centered. The corners are clean. I'm kind of surprised it didn't come back as a 7.5. I mean, I've seen some 7.5s from CSG that didn't look even this nice. So anyway, we'll see if that sells. If it doesn't, I won't cry. I don't mind hanging on to it. Sport Magazine All-Star, Willie McCovey, of course, San Francisco Giant player. Great left-handed first baseman. Rookie of the Year in 1960. So, yeah, great player. Great player all around. And or was he Rookie of the Year in 1959? I don't remember. I'm going to have to look that up. 1960 or 1950. I know his rookie card is 1960. So this is his rookie all-star card. That's in a 7. Put 145 on that. No, 165 on that. So we'll see if anybody's interested in picking that up. There are some Mccovey fans out there, even though we're in the Midwest here in the Twin Cities, Minnesota. Hall of Famer. Played with Willie Mays and Bobby Bonds. Orlando Baby Bull Cepeda. Is another great card. Left to right, not perfect in terms of the centering, but just look at the expression on his face and those clear, crystal clear blue eyes. They go along well with the background of the sky and then the blue in the background of his action photo. Hall of Famer, deservedly so, just recently, I think in the last year. And so, yeah, thrilled by this card. This is, put $100 on this one. I'd probably part with it for 80, but not much less than that. I know it's a great card. Oh my goodness, this is one of my all-time favorite Eddie Matthews cards. I don't own a copy of the 52 or the 53. Just a little, just something I haven't come across higher quality copies of the card. You know, 6s and 7s and that sort of thing. I picked this one up off of My Slabs. I think I bought this off of My Slabs. I'd have to look. My Slabs are PWCC. It was in an SGC holder, and I think it was a 6 or a 6.5, and it came back as a 7 from CSG. Really well centered. I mean, it doesn't get a ton better than this in 54. I suppose there's a few out there that are centered a little better, but I don't know. I put 275 on this. I mean, honestly, if this never sells, I'm not going to cry, because this is one of my all-time favorite Eddie Matthews cards. Hit 512 home runs, probably top 2 or 3 third baseman all time. Played for the Milwaukee Braves, then got traded later on in his career. Just a powerful 1-2 punch with Ian Aaron. So yeah, oh my goodness, brings back memories of my dad telling me about Braves games that he went to back in the 50s and the 60s, and how he used to listen to the Braves on the radio. A lot of fun memories listening to my dad talk about the Braves, his beloved Braves. It's a 54 Matthews. This is a cool card. Corsair Outfield Trio. Skinner, Verdon, and Clemente. Yeah, these are cool cards. These are 59s. I love these 59s. Corsair. I'm trying to think what Corsair means. I don't remember what that means. I'd have to look that up. But Clemente's showing the guys the bat there and his grip. 85 on this one. Anything with Clemente on it, you know, I think has people get pretty interested in Clemente. And Bill Verdon, I think he was a coach, if I'm not mistaken, and I think Skinner was too. Ended up being both coaches, so maybe back in the 70s and the 80s. Here's a nice copy of a 75 Topps Aaron. It's a collector's grade, so it's in a 7. It's a 75. Second to last card that he had printed. Yeah, not my favorite Hank Aaron card, but some people really like the 75 Topps set, so it's not my favorite set, but I know some people really do enjoy that set. Put 200 on that one. Here's a Bossy rookie card. I did a video a couple days ago and showed you a Bossy, I think in a 5.5, and this is the 7. Found this in a 5,000 count box of cards, 78, 79 Topps hockey, and just hunting for some 70s hockey and pulled this one out. Yeah, great scorer, 3-time trophy winner. I forget the name of the trophy. I'm not a big hockey guy. But Bossy, just a scoring machine, I think, is what I've heard. Led the league in scoring for like 8 or 9 straight seasons. So, pretty impressive. Mike enjoyed perhaps the finest rookie campaign in NHL history last season. He established a new league record by scoring 53 goals as a rookie. That's not bad. I put 140 on that. Some hockey fan will want to pick that up, which is cool by me. And then this is Johnny Unitas 70 Topps. It's a 7. Pulled this out of a bin at 3 Stars back in, back in July, I think it was. So, yeah, older version of Johnny. I mean, or he's well on into his career at this point, but still a cool card and pretty sharp corners. All right, that's all I got for you guys and gals and people of the cards. I hope you all have a blessed rest of the day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace out and one love.